Okay guys, today we're going to learn how to make parched corn. You could also do it with peas. It's an old time pioneer native type ration used for like hunting and when they would go off on long journeys. So the first steps you need, once again I'm here with my rocket stove just because it's easier to do than a big, I don't want to use too much wood. I'm just trying to see how efficient this thing can be. It's still being tested. You start off with is dried corn. I just ran this through the dehydrator. The easiest way is to buy, you can buy frozen corn in the grocery store and then run through your dehydrator. If you happen to grow corn and can it yourself, that'd be a good time to make it is after you take it off the cob and before you can it, you would save some and dry it. This started off being about 5 pounds wet or somewhere around 2 pounds dry. So I like cast iron because it's an even heat. It's hard to really get scorched. Like if you had steel or something like that, you can have hot spots. So what I'm going to do, first I'm going to close off some of my oxygen to the stove to make the fire not quite as hot. And I'm just going to, what you really do, all you do is roast the dry corn, keep it moving. While it's on the heat, it'll go from a yellow color to more of a, kind of like a brown color almost, but not burnt. You don't want to get to that point. But you just always keep it moving to avoid it from burning on you, getting scorched. And this is a real good trail food actually if you're backpacking or whatever you end up doing outside. It's a good high energy food for that. I prefer the corn because it's sweet compared to the peas, but they're both good and they're both the same process. Again, you can also buy frozen peas and have a very similar effect as using the frozen corn, which is just easier. Some people might think it's cheating, but now if you don't have a electric dehydrator, you can always use have the oven on low and keep the door cracked and have it on like a cookie sheet. That's the same effect. Or if you live in the Southwest or somewhere, make some sort of screen, keep the birds away, and just put in the shade outside when it's 100 degrees outside with no humidity. I couldn't do that out here in Western Washington, it's just too wet. So I have to use electric. There's my dogs in the background. So I'm going to keep doing this, just keep it moving, and I'll get back to you and show you what it looks like when we're done. So here we are, we're about halfway done with this. I put the whole 2 pounds in. And you just keep stirring it up, and you see it's turning from a yellow, and then there's getting to be some like tan brown pieces in the mix, and we want all those to be a kind of a tan color. And make sure the fire still looks good. And then after that, you're ready to go. You're ready to eat or whatever you want to do with it. So I'll keep going here, and then I will get back to you when this is closer to being done. Okay guys, we're about done here. Doing one big batch like this is a little slower. I didn't have another bowl to put the cook stuff in, so if you do this in smaller batches, it'd take you less time. But I can just show you that it's kind of a golden brown tan color versus a yellow color. This is kind of what we're looking for. It also changes smell. It's a pretty distinct smell. It's hard to describe, but if you do this, you'll know what I'm talking about. So it has a really strong corn taste. So that's something to think of if you don't like corn or if you don't like peas. You may not want to make too much of that before you know if you like it. So that's really it. Let this cool down. Now put it in a container and whew, it's hot. And we'll be ready to put it away. Alright guys, thanks for watching.